Thank you, Goodrich Petroleum. Our next session at the Oil and Gas Conference is the Energy Innovation Capital Accelerator session, where we are going to hear 15-minute speed date presentations from Ajax Analytics, Locus Bioenergy, Data Gumbo, Cleargistics, SCF Can, Ubiterra, and Resfrac. These companies are emerging technologies, emerging companies looking for both capital and clients. So pay attention, listen to their presentations, set up one-on-one meetings with the ones that are interesting to you. And remember, tomorrow morning we'll kick off the Oil and Gas Conference, 7 a.m. Tuesday, with a Q&A with these folks. Join with me in welcoming Pedro from Moss Adams. He's going to be introducing our first.
Thanks, Dan. I'd like to introduce Brent Buck with Ajax Analytics. Ajax is an environmental software company of unbiased scientists providing authentic and impactful environmental information to enable better conversations around complex environmental challenges with dense air monitoring networks, advanced analytics, and consumable presentations.
Thanks, Pedro. I'm Brent Buck, CEO of Ajax Analytics. Ajax Analytics collects and analyzes monitoring environmental data to inform our customers about their impact on the environment. Our team of software and data science experts, environmental scientists, and field staff are based in Fort Collins, Colorado, and drive our core purpose of capturing impactful environmental information with scientific integrity and without bias. The environmental monitoring space is changing rapidly. Industries, especially oil and gas, must start monitoring their impact on the environment. Why? The most pressing driver is increasing stakeholder pressure. Activist investors, lenders, and financiers are requiring strong environment and social governance practices in order to secure funding. We also see increasing tensions between industries in the communities where they work as urban sprawl and industry share space and air. The government sees these tensions and they engage with new legislation, new rules, new regulations geared toward understanding and reducing the environmental impact of an industry. Ajax Analytics addresses this with proven monitoring solution using effective technologies and strong science packaged in a predictable and affordable subscription model. We offer a fully managed service, a turnkey service that collects environmental data with unprecedented time and space resolution in innovative technologies that allow us to be efficient and pass cost savings on to our customers. We analyze an incredible amount of data that we capture with our proprietary software platform to identify air quality events and add important context for our customers. We also provide useful information to our customers through our platform with data visualization and background context needed to make sense of the data. We collect information by deploying a network of monitoring stations around the target, near other potential sources in the area, and in a background location. Each monitoring station is made up of sensor systems that are solar powered and cellular connected, which monitor for VOCs and hydrocarbons at 15-second resolution. Each system has the ability to trigger a reference grade whole air canister sample automatically when an event is registered. This is a powerful feature that allows for incredible reference grade data during the moments that matter, making the whole solution much more efficient and affordable. Once we collect data, that data is sent into our software platform where we analyze the information to characterize a target's air quality impact and separate other nearby source impacts from our customer site. This allows our customers to find the moments that matter and showcase their operational improvement. Along with their overall air impact, this time and space resolution allows us to characterize specific moments, allowing our customers to make and showcase their operational improvements. In the plot we see here, this is a real world example. We saw that something on the pad started happening at 4 a.m. and stopped at 5 a.m. and it released significant amounts of an air toxic into the air. The operator in this case is able to ask the question, what were we doing from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock on May 25th? how can we do this better in the future? But also, once they resolve the issue or improve, that's an excellent thing to showcase in your next ESG report or board meeting. So all of this information that we collect and analyze gives our customers the ability to prove their commitment to their stakeholders, but also present real world air quality impact results. Imagine if you could power up your next ESG report from "we operate in accordance with all established environmental practices and regulations," which is weak, to something much more powerful like "we improved our air quality event KPI by 25% as a result of low cost or no cost changes to our operational procedures, and we reduced our VOC emissions by an estimated 12 tons per year." Not only that, but the air toxics we measured in the nearby concerned communities did not surpass health guideline exposure levels at any point during our operations. That's a much more powerful message that is just a side effect of collecting and analyzing such a vast amount of important data. Because we use technology so efficiently, Ajax Analytics is able to provide this service on a subscription basis. We charge monthly or annually per monitoring station and per software access method. This model allows our customers the flexibility to adapt the monitoring solution as their operational plans change, and to know exactly what the costs associated with each pad site will be and were during the planning and operations phases. What this really means for a customer is you sign a pricing agreement for a year or 2 years or 3 years, and then all you need to do is tell Ajax Analytics, "We're starting up a pad in April, it's going to run through December, we need air monitoring," and Ajax Analytics will take care of the rest, and you know exactly what it's going to cost. So who needs a solution like this? The biggest market demand drivers are in the oil and gas, E&P space, midstream, and LNG companies. In the oil and gas space, the biggest driver, like we said, is the activist investor and regulatory requirements. We also have market drivers coming out of the environmental advocacy space through local governments who are addressing citizen concerns about oil and gas in the area, and from government regulators who need air quality data in order to develop regulations that make sense. We're developing and creating data sets that haven't existed before, and the industry is extremely excited about this level of resolution that we're able to achieve. So we're focused on the Colorado oil and gas market and branching into Texas, New Mexico, and Wyoming. Beyond this initial market, we look toward the other 31 states that produce oil and gas, as well as plugged and abandoned wells, which are getting a lot of talk up in DC these days, and processing facilities and pipelines. So as a potential customer who needs air quality monitoring, what are the options? Really, as a potential customer, you have 3 options. Ajax Analytics, an independent turnkey solution with a single vendor, a predictable cost model, excellent enterprise-grade data platform, a repeatable methodology, and expert analysis, all things that we provide under a single price point. You could look at your T&M consultancy that has historically done a lot of the environmental monitoring and sample taking for a company. Again, there you may or may not get independent and trusted monitoring results. You do get a comprehensive solution, but I haven't heard yet of a T&M project that was predictable and stable by the end of it. Probably won't get an enterprise-grade data platform, and most of the time your consultancy is going to be inventing the solution as part of the SOW process. You do probably get some expert analysis. An in-house option, I think, is a pretty easy one to justify as a bad idea. If you want to focus on your line of business, you're not going to invest in buying equipment, finding software and implementing it, hiring a full team of environmental scientists and field staff just for your air quality monitoring. It's working. The Ajax solution, this turnkey, easily predictable, excellent scientific monitoring solution is working. We did our first market tests in 2017, achieved our first revenue. We launched our minimum viable product in 2018 and saw 3x revenue growth in 2019. In 2020, even with COVID and the oil and gas downturn, we've still seen 1.5 times growth this year. Next year, with new regulations coming into Colorado and our excellent reputation with existing customers, we're targeting 1.5 to 3x growth again. Ajax Analytics is in a capital raise as well as attracting new customers. We're raising capital primarily to fuel growth. Our MVP software product is ready to grow and develop, and we need to develop a little more feature-focused platform for our customers, make our screens a little sexier, as well as invest in some of the field service activities and software that drives our field service. On the sales and marketing front, we've been largely bootstrapped. It's time to really push some awareness campaigns and target business development through dedicated field sales, as well as capital assets. Every deployment we put out requires some investment in onboarding. Right now, we're trying to cut those lead times from 6 to 8 weeks down to whenever our customers need it. And we do that through having capital assets on hand and ready to go. So with that, I invite anybody to join us tomorrow for the Q&A session where you can ask more questions, as well as you can reach out to Brent at ajax-analytics.com for a deep dive from an investment standpoint or to explore how we can help your company. Thank you very much.